And welcome, college basketball fans. This is where you want to be, right here on 2K Sports. Some great action ahead, and we're happy to have you here along with us for the ride. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. It's the Texas Longhorns facing the Louisville Cardinals.
And guys, there's just nothing quite like a packed house for a college hoop game. You hear the student section rocking and the band playing. This is pure basketball.
Greg, there's a unique energy and vibrancy with college basketball that is unique. I mean, when you get two high-profile teams meeting up with future stars making a name for themselves, I think it just adds to the excitement.
On the court for the Longhorns, Edwards is out there with Ellis. Then it's Turner. Then there's Doherty, and it's Ford in at the 4 spot. Thornton. The shot misses. Now Texas takes it the other way.
I think it's safe to say that the most notable Longhorn of all time is Kevin Durant. Only spent 1 year there, but that's all the time he needed to leave his mark on the program.
Turner with it. To the paint, looks for Doherty and gets it to him. So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And we've seen Durant go on to do great things in the NBA, but he had that one magical season with the Longhorns.
Yeah, you go back to his freshman year, he was player of the year. The first freshman to achieve that status. Absolutely dominated in every way on the floor. You knew the NBA was in his future immediately.
The Louisville Cardinals have had a real strong run lately in college hoops, Clark. Even after changing conferences a few years back, they continue to shine.
You know, and nobody knew, Kevin, just how they would fare in the new and stronger conference, but it's been winning as usual for the Cardinals.
Thornton for 3, and it's Thornton again missing. Fast break, Texas up the floor. Here's Ford. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it. And one thing that Louisville has is a very good track record of always remaining in the title picture. More often than not, they are considered to have as good a shot as any of winning the tournament. They are truly a college hoops powerhouse.
From the baseline, good as the jump shot falls. So it's Louisville now, searching for their first points of the game.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him.
Longhorns leading by 11.
And Louisville does it with team basketball. I mean, they have their share of players that went on to the NBA. Gorgie Zhang and Earl Clark come to mind.
30 seconds left to play in the first half. From deep, Thornton. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Here is Blair. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't. And the first half is now in the books. Longhorns out front, leading by 14. Hello, welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
And guys, without a doubt, it's been a rough go so far here for Freak and his team. They just can't find anything to capitalize on consistently thus far.
And Greg, I'm anticipating plenty of adjustments from the coach, but I tell you what, when it comes down to what happens in the second half, it's about the players executing. A few quick baskets right out of the gate, and it's anybody's game.
He's in a shooting guard. Harrell is out there with White, and it's Rozier in at the point guard. And for Texas, Ellis is out there with Edwards. Then there's Doherty. Then it's Turner. And it's Ford in at power forward. And for Louisville, Thornton in at shooting guard. White is out there with Harrell. And it's Mack in at the center, locking down the middle.
And you see Freak out there. Nobody is 100% sure what position he'll be best at on the next level, but they know he'll be out on the wing. He looks so comfortable in space.
And with Freak, it's his plethora of moves that really impress me. He can create a shot in space anywhere and anytime. He's got a really good sense of how to operate from the wing.
Thornton for three, and another three for Louisville.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Edwards passes to Ellis. And here's Edwards. Back to Ellis. From deep. And again, it's the Longhorns from deep. The Texas Longhorns have been building their basketball program over the years. They have been on the verge of greatness for a long time.
I think Texas in general is very decorated in its athletics program. I mean, still looking for their first college basketball championship on the men's side is what they're reaching for.
And stolen by Thornton. The pull-up. Again, the Cardinals score.
Well, after a horrible half of shooting, they've bounced back here in the second half and picked up their shooting percentage quite nicely.
Pass to Doherty. Here's the screen. Edwards with the screen. Texas moving it around. Ford kicks to Doherty. Now Edwards. 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by Louisville. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And here's Thornton outside. And it's Ford with the rebound. Now here's Doherty. Passes it to Edwards. Rejected by Thornton. And they're able to recover.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
So on the floor for Texas, they've got Edwards, also Ellis out there. Doherty out there with Turner. And it's Ford in at the power forward. And it's a completely new group for Texas. Out of bounds, Longhorns ball as Texas keeps possession. On the wing, Richmond. He's guarded by Thornton. Feeds it to Ward. 5 to shoot. Here's Hudson. Texas no good that time either. Louisville trails by 5. And here's Thornton outside. Rush grabs the miss.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
And Blair kicks to Hudson. And just miss after miss right now.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
But they'll get another chance. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Boy, this is the slip thing.
Richmond dishes to Blair. It's hauled in by Thomas. 1:30 left in the second half of basketball. And here's Thornton outside. Thomas passes to Thornton. Misses from short range.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right now.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you're better off sending them to the free throw lines than to have him get that good a look.
Here's Ellis. Edwards with it. Doubled by Thornton. Back to Ellis. And that one's good.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen. You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch!
And he commits the intentional foul. And the Cardinals making a change here. Harrell's checked in. And Texas with a change here, too. Ford's checked in. And an intentional foul right there. And an intentional foul right there. And so the first one is good. He'll stay at the line for one more try. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
The free throws go down and the lead goes up.
We've got 28 seconds left in the second half. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
And so they foul intentionally.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for the Cardinals.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. They can score it here, but it won't mean much.
No, not at all. Not a real chance of getting back in it at this point.
Greg, you think it's over?
Kevin, turn out the lights. This party's over.
It's a done deal. Forget about it.
It might be. And the foul called on Freak. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game.